Welcome back, everybody. This is Grace, and today we are looking at the victory scroll update. So I haven't left the client since the update. Connection to game server failed. That's not altogether unexpected. Okay. But I'm led to believe the bar under here will change, so let's see what happens when I log back in. Okay, round 2, I closed everything and reopened. Oh, alright. Alright. That's the last time. Wow, okay. We got the stats. Currently, I got the stat. Y'all gotta know, I don't like that song. Unironically, it's a joke between me and my friends, if you recognized it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's an inside joke. Anyways, stats page is currently highlighted. Not how I would highlight it. You guys have seen my thumbnails. You know I'm a talented visual designer. No irony there, but got the stats pages. Oh. Okay, if you hover over your face, it immediately goes back to stats. Don't know how I feel about that. Oh, the graphics button. What the hell? Okay, ignore me toggling the graphics. I'm too blind to tell the difference, but top graphics, middle graphics, low graphics. Huh, okay. Pet stay in or stay out. Turn on the music. Turn on sound effects. Set equipment. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. So you can still access the old menu through the set equipment button. Is that the only way to do it? Nostalgia. Oh, no, I want the new victory scroll. Sound effects, elemental icons. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't really use the sound effects. Oh, okay. So you can still access the old options menu. Alright, with that being said, let's do that same thing to this thing. Shower monster. Ignore me while I chew on this granola bar. But let's wipe the shower monster off the face of the earth again. Alright. First time seeing it live. Get the battle with full HP. What dealt damage to me? Oh, Soul Gauntlet. Okay. Overkill. Your final attack reduces your opponent's HP to below 25% of their starting value. So, like, negatives? I think that's what I thought reading the forums, but it's a little hard to see. Okay, I think that's what it means, like deal enough damage to get. No potions. 75% of your HP remaining. And then perfect kill will be taking no damage. Or with full HP and MP. Oh, interesting. They counted MP. Anti-mage bias, we love to see it. I've got 3 out of the 4 swords. Nice. Tracking my golden XP. My XP cap is 300 million. At level 150. Did you guys know that? I did, because if you switch it from a lower level account with the XP bar open, you can see your XP bar on the max level account when you normally can't. But anyways. Interesting. Can I click any of these things? Any clickies? It tells me the time. The time doesn't seem to go up unless I'm tripping. Oh! I just opened a link to the daily cap information. That's kinda cool. That's kinda good. That'll make me stop answering new players in the discords. That's nice. Okay, let's click the swords. Let's click everything. Okay. Alright, let's do it again. On kills per hour, or if the loading time is just visual, like, but it didn't show up as much on the older screen because it was just like that one loading bar we always had. Okay, so there's the perfect kill. Okay. Okay. So that's what this update is. There's going to be some LTS updates as well. But we've got the nostalgia elemental icons. I don't know what the elemental icons do, to be honest. Oh, for when you like attack. Hold on. Yeah, it's like the old dark icon. I think the menu layout is pretty good. I think the only thing I don't love is the highlighted color. But unironically though, I'm not much of a visual designer, so I couldn't, like, who knows, man. Like, I'm not some expert. The one thing I'll say, also when you get, for each badge you get one sword in the side of the badge. Hold on, this might look actually different from the initial screenshot. Let me check. Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy, so I'll tell you what I was looking at. I'll overlay the original image. You should be able to see it now, unless I've forgotten editing. That would be embarrassing. But you can see the old one had these like pop-ups on the side, like a gift, a treasure chest, a little sword, a little scroll, and it does not have that at the moment. Whether it should have that, who knows? Not me, but it doesn't have that, so they changed a little bit. Also, the layout of the battle rewards is different, maybe because I'm max level, so I don't have the XP one. But let's do it one more time. I'm looking at, like, I'm trying to look side by side now. So let's see. The XP and gold cap look a little bit different, but again, it could be because I'm on a full level account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to a lower level account and come kill the shower monster. Extremely interesting. The game time clock is a tiny bit different to the layout of it. You can see like the text is a different size and whatnot. The reset clock is different too. It's in a different spot. Or was there even a reset clock? I don't know. It wasn't quite the same. You can see it's not the same. The battle rewards font has an exclamation point, and I think the font is slightly different. The 4 badges seem to have stayed the same, which is, I would actually say, I'm gonna bash on the badges in a little minute, but I'll wait to do that until I test it out on a lower level account and see if the scroll looks identical or not. Okay, ignore that this account is called Rye Guy, just don't worry about it. None of your business anyways. I'm kidding, but anyways, I was doing some trolling. This account is named Rye Guy and I haven't changed it. Okay, so the thing does look the same on lower level accounts, and it is a little bit visually different from the teaser screenshot they gave out on Twitter, which is what I was comparing. So I really like the layout of the scroll. I like the old layout too, but this layout is awesome. I think it's sweet. Oh, you know what? The badge might be a tiny bit different. No, maybe it's more just HD. I think these are 4 cool badges. My only detriment, or my only concern, is that the badges are like to be filled in. Like if you don't get them, they're still there to be filled in. It's not like you have 4 badges, you can get up to 4 badges. It's like these are the 4 badges you can get, and you can fill them in as you do a battle. The reason I don't like that is because I think that might mean it'll be harder to have other combat achievements. Like none of these are that interesting to me. And okay, let me preface, I really love to do challenging content and limit myself as much as possible. None of these badges are that limiting. Like complete a battle with full HP and MP. Let's see if you can even drink a potion to do that. Like, let's test it out now. Like, I don't start with full HP, but well, I don't have full HP. I don't know how I'm actually going to do this on this account, but like, I drink a actually I'll stun him with this thing. That's how I'll do it in a minute here. But like, what I'm saying is these badges aren't limiting, so I think it would be awesome if they had room for more. But it seems like it's just gonna be these 4 because they're like laid out like that, you know. And I'd be bummed if that was like the only 4 badges we ever got, and we didn't ever get anything more challenging, you know. Like more interesting, like 0 stats, or like gear limitations, or like even a badge for the void ban list. Because like, look, okay, first of all, they're bugged, because I definitely most assuredly did consume about 5 potions. Second of all, you can still get the perfect kill if you lose HP, which, like, to be fair, like, most players aren't going to be playing to never lose HP, but I sometimes play to never lose HP, and I would love to see a challenge of that caliber, like never lose HP or MP in a fight. And so I think that the only thing I'm concerned about with the badges is, one, let me actually start over. I think it's awesome we have achievements for doing well in combat. I think it would be even more awesome if we had other badges that could rotate in that are more interesting than, say, win with most of your HP or win with all of your HP. Like item restrictions, or gear restrictions, or literally anything, you know. And so it looks like these will be the only 4, and they're like locked in, and I'm a little bummed about that. But aside from that, the overlay looks awesome. It doesn't seem to add much loading time. The potions thing is bugged. Who knows what else is bugged, to be honest. But I think that's cool. I think that's sweet. I think it's really good looking. And I hope they'll add more achievements in the future. Maybe they will. I'd love to eat my words and apologize for spreading misinformation about the limitation of the quests here, mini quests. I would love to be wrong. I really would. But that being said, this is my analysis on the victory scroll. It is slightly different from the old layout that was teased on Twitter. I wonder where those 4 tabs are and what they represent. But yeah, we'll have to see. Very cool scroll, very pretty. I like the badges. I mean, perfect kill is cool. You know, it's cool. Overkill is cool, especially on like damage cap monsters. Plot armor bosses, it might be impossible. You'd have to fragile his ass, maybe. But that doesn't even count as damage. But you'd have to reduce their HP, so maybe it is possible. I don't know. I'm theory crafting now. But anyways, next up you're going to see the limited time shops and what I think of them. Okay, update. You've seen me win some fights. What will happen if I lose a fight, though? Take a guess what will happen if I lose a fight. You will never suspect what might happen if I lose a fight here. Let me remove baby egg and just die as quickly as possible. So I have an FO armor. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Actually, Luna and Echo should be. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna drink mana potions to stall my turn as quickly as possible. And see what happens when I die. I think this is gonna be failure. You have been defeated. Saving. And I don't know if you guys, I know that most people don't ever die in adventure quests, but it does not normally take this long to save. So this confirms the rumor that when they did the victory scroll, they forgot about death and they never tested it. And now it soft locks the game. So don't die, I guess, in adventure quest. Hardcore mode, it deletes your entire account. No, not really, but it is funny that they forgot about characters dying. Kind of ironic. But that is a bug that came with the release, so be careful, I guess. They'll probably fix it pretty quick, but it's funny, I think. Quite humorous. Just randomly encountered this bug. Spoilers for later in the video, but what release in AQ doesn't have a couple bugs, you know? I mean, hey. And who doesn't like a flashing light simulator on their screen anyways, so it's what it is though. I just thought this was funny. Okay, and so we're back after that review of the victory scroll. Mostly positive. I'd love to see more combat, different combat rewards. I'll have to see less bugs on day 1, but hey, awesome update, very exciting. Let's look at the limited time shop. Connection to the game server failed. Never mind, baby. Oh, yes, mind. Alright, hold on. I think we're good this time. There we go. So last time I checked the May the 4th limited time shop, there were only faces, a painting, and a dark energy compression weapon set, along with the token destiny axes, which were pretty dog. Let's see what they released. I see flame puncher rifle and claw arm. Okay, so these are the dark energy compression weapons. Nothing to see here. Tempest, White Dwarf. I think 2 of these are burn, which is like kind of odd for the destiny axis, like pretty rare. Oh, this one's actually kind of cool. Anyways, that's not what we're here to see. We're here to see the new items, which is the claw arm, which seems to be a claw arm. Okay. This mechanical appendage can fling small grenades at your foe or deftly yoink your foe's resistances or yourself with unerring strikes. Interesting. Ranged 100 proc. How peculiar. We shall purchase this. Flame puncher rifle. Let's see what it looks like. Sniper gun. Okay. This rifle demands precision from its user, but fires potent shots. A hunter's weapon, it deals greater damage to foes suffering from dots. Interesting. So dot damage triggers are infamously bad, and this weapon presumably has a negative BTH lane. Let's take these out to combat practice trainer and see. I'm really curious about the claw arm and what stealing the resistances actually means. And I'm curious how much damage this gets from dots. Interesting. Do I have a dot weapon? Let me get surely it'll work with okay, Lunar Echo. Yeah, we're good. Okay, ignore the Cinco de Mayo for now. We'll get to that. Trust. I didn't mean to actually load I meant to go combat practice trainer because I don't have stacks right now, so ignore this difficulty. Be right there. I like the look of the weapon. It's kind of fun. It's like a throwback to Vance's gear, you know, like Vince from The Rip in the Sky. Kind of reminds me of that aesthetic, like kind of silly looking claw arm. Okay, so normally a 3-hit dark weapon. Silent Stars core. Real ones know. Unavoidable attacks and even steal your foe's resistances. So we got 20% Elevon. And let's look at my... Okay, and I got a 20% Ellie shields. Was that real? Am I reading that correctly? 22%? 21%? Okay, he avoided having his resistance stolen because I've got no dex, but... Yeah, 21% Ellie shields. That is 21% damage reduction. On an Elevon save. Elevon isn't affected by boss boosts, so you should be able to use this against bosses for a relatively reliable, presumably. Relatively reliable 20% damage reduction. That's kind of nuts, actually. And Elevon too. Wow, okay. That's cool. I think this weapon's really good, question mark? Let me think about that a little bit. And let me go to the Flame Puncher rifle. Any toggles we can click? I clicked it somewhere. Oh. Dude, okay. So I don't have dex, so that's why the damage is really low. But it lowers MRM and gives you bonus accuracy as a result. So I think the gimmick with this is it has low accuracy, a low BTH lean, but you can increase its BTH to like mitigate that. I think that's going to be really strong. Let me see if there's any official information on what the items actually do. Okay, there's not official information yet. I'm going to gather some information if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to, but first we're going to go to the Pinata. Oh, wrong one. Level 150. All right, I have a level 5 one. I'm not, oh, 4K? I thought this guy had 25k HP. Interesting. Maybe I'm tripping balls. Either way, I'm gonna fight the level 5 one because it's just much faster. And it gives you the same item shop. So, no real reason. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Yeah, level 10. But anyways, buy the low level Pinata. It's way cheaper and it does the same exact thing. Third time's the charm. After this, I'll pause and just wait till I get there. But I think there's stuff in the Pinata shop, not the limited time shop. Oh, open shop. Let's get it, baby. Third time's the charm indeed. Okay, faces. These are all old, but in case you haven't seen them, they're a little fun. Pets. So we have El Santo Monglin, which I think gives you Death Loss to do a little more damage. I forget, I'll be honest. And this guy's an Earthwind Compression pet. He's kind of fun. Pinata Pummel, melee SP spell type skill that heals monster SP to do more. Tripping balls. Did y'all see that? Prismatic burn? Yeah, Cinco Doom Mayo painting 100 tokens for level 10 gives you the same shop versus level 150. Okay. Magla Atlata Wand. It can provide you with healing and can cause your earth spells to surprise your foe, making them panic. Interesting. It is a tokens mage weapon. I'll see if I can get you some info on this weapon, but presumably it inflicts panic, just like the Mother's Bloom Staff or the recent red one inflicts choke, presumably. Who knows? But with that being said, I don't actually know, so let me see if I can get you some more detailed information. Okay, we're back. And we're killing chupacabras. Because I think that's where the item is. The new item. There are a few new items, but one of them is in the chupacabra quest. I've got a super scuffed setup here. Super scuffed. I'm using Magna Blade because it's a strong damage boosting weapon. And I'm using H series ranged rockets because they're the strongest, quickest, most easiest for me at least. Skill to spam. Did I use this already? No. But this guy has a lifesteal attack. But the Flame Puncher rifle. So this guy, I don't actually remember if I showed you. But yeah, Slime Barrier, by the way. Anyways, I don't actually know if I showed you, but this thing has a click. And so what this does is it lowers your MRM by 9 invisibly. You can't see it on the character. But it gives you plus 12 BTH. Now the weapon at base has a minus 10 BTH lean. So it basically negates the BTH lean for no SP, which pretty good, to be honest. Pretty nuts. It does compete a lot with the Survivor's Blazing Rifle, which was a Mogloline weapon, which is a Fire 100 proc that does plus 20% damage with the MC and its blood boost, like Bloodblade basically, or exactly like a Bloodblade actually. So it competes a lot with that because it also has a minus 10 BTH lean. So even if you take into account your lean ramping and how the stronger your BTH lean is, the more powerful it gets, like the deeper your lean goes. So I think eventually you'll hit a threshold where the sniper rifle outperforms the blazing rifle, but it only has a 7.5% damage trigger. on burning foes or bleeding foes or dotted foes compared to the 20% damage on the blazing rifle. So essentially be a less accurate, more resource intensive, but it's an HP cost, like who cares, on the blazing rifle, but you'll do more damage a vast majority of the time, particularly if you have other accuracy amplifiers. Or other means they'll work about the same. But what I'm saying is the weapon is definitely good. I think for the high end of play, it might not see the most use because it does compete so directly with blazing rifle, and the win conditions, at least for me at the moment, over blazing rifle aren't that. I don't see a real reason to use it. I don't see a real reason to use it over blazing survivor's rifle, but then again, I'm kind of hating right now because a free accuracy boost, and by free I mean MRM reduction, so no SP. Free accuracy boost is kind of nuts, particularly for some dodgy foes. You know what I might do? I might take this weapon to Star Slayer later in the video, if there's time. I don't want the video to get too long because I already yapped quite a while, but pretty good fire weapon. Maybe has some competition that already exists, but definitely a great fire 100 proc. Like, no one's going to be mad about using this 100 proc, particularly if you use it with like Luna Neko, because that inflicts the burn already. Pretty obvious synergy, but you know, is what it is. There's also some, oh, there we go, nothing like Magna Blade. Interesting. Oh, also, check this out. You can't tell because I have computer audio off, but this sound effect is, I also didn't get the no potions for it. Huh. That's hella buggy, but there's a sound effect here that you can't turn off. Like, I don't have the sound on, but sound effects still happen, which is kind of funny. Anyways, Marksman Scope, or Marksman Flame Puncher Rifle, excuse me, definitely a good item. I think it might compete a little too much with pre-established fire range 100 procs, but definitely a good item. If you enjoy accuracy over pure damage, you're definitely going to want this. I would highly recommend it. And I'll be honest, I was talking smack about it earlier. I think it's a great weapon. I think there's a lot of times that you might want this for more reliability compared to more damage, particularly, you know, there's some situations. One thing to say is the Flame Puncher Rifle has a true proc, which means at base it does 10% less damage than the Survivor's Blazing Rifle. But of course the true proc will do more damage, so it'll like almost balance out. But you know, that's something to keep in mind too. Oh, unfortunate. If he gets a drop on me, it slows down the kill. What are his chances? Not that bad. Pretty bad actually. Well, yeah, pretty bad. I don't know why. It's won 3 times out of like 10, but either way, pretty good weapon. Now, the Claw Grabber, the Grabber Claw. The Grabber Claw pays 30% weapon damage, at least for now. It could be bugged. Could be bugged, I don't know. But it pays 30% weapon damage, inflicts that 20% Dark Ellie Vuln, is auto hit, and gives you that Ellie shield. So it does exactly what it seems to do. Which is pretty cool. Like, I think that's... Wait a minute, he still has SP. Hold on. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I lost track while I was talking, but anyways, so it does exactly what it thinks it does, which is sick. Yeah, there we go, H series. And how did I get celerity? Whatever, I can't be bothered. Does exactly what it says it does. I don't know what the save roll is, but somebody told me all the other information. I think it might actually toggle to magic damage. Let me check. I'll check that right now, actually. Hold on. Claw arm. It doesn't seem to toggle to magic damage. Anyways, definitely a really strong defensive weapon. I mean, we'll have to see the save roll to be sure, but it should be, if you have like a 50% Battle of the Pack Leader. Oh. I do not want this guy to one-bang me, so I'm going to switch to Neko. we'll just hang out here until he uses SP attack. Anyways, really strong defensive weapon. I haven't quite figured out where I want to showcase it yet, but I'm excited to use it for sure. Yeah, I don't know how this guy works. He's not using the SP attack at all. Okay, there he goes. Oh, interesting. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited to use it. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And like, I have to think about what Darkness 100 procs there are that it competes with. I personally am a fan of the Hunt Dragon Lord Dark Bow. I think it's a really nice item. I love SP regain and the fact that it works with that micro FSB to heal like a boatload of resources. I'm a big fan of that weapon, so I'll have to think about it. And there's a couple other good Dark 100 procs. Well, nothing that great, honestly. I'm starting to be. This is kind of random, and I'm just yapping because I need to finish this boss and have something to talk about. But I'm starting to not be a fan of Storm Shadow and that other clone of Storm Shadow, the one that's Earth and Light. If you know what I'm talking about, they're Energy Dark / Earth Light compression bows. And basically, they can toggle to burn for an SP cost. But the thing is, they compress like 2 elements and 2 modes. So they have to pay for a lot of compression, and the way they do that, not just having a higher gold cost, but they pay double the SP for the burn mode. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm skeptical that that's ever a great idea. Call Chupacabra, this is just a dark water guest. Faces Moonlight Predator. Oh, is this new? Oh, I think it is. Not for me. Maybe for me, actually. I'll think about it. Chupacabra. Not a great house card, but you know, it's something. Oh, and here we are. Here are the new weapons. Let me lean in. Hold on. Alright. Just a moment. Also, I switched to the NivP client because I forgot they fixed paxia. So I fixed NivP's client had a paxia fix before they fixed paxia officially. Anyways, if you didn't notice that, no worries. But Moonlit Predator Blade. Coated in the venom of the Lorian Chupacabra, this weapon can either poison your foe or cause them to hallucinate terrifying visions. Okay. Looks pretty cool. Same thing, but it's a spear. Or a billy club or a scythe or something. And a tablet. And this, you say it ain't so. Another water weapon that amplifies water spells. Maybe about like a dozen now, unironically. That's kind of crazy, but it presumably does the same thing but at a higher impact. Let me see if I can figure out what these items do. Okay, so according to my source, the melee and ranged weapon pay some SP, and we're going to find out how much. Do I want the melee one or the ranged one? I think I want the ranged one. Yeah, so they pay some SP, and you can either pick poison or fear as your 2 statuses. I think I want the magic weapon too. Well, do I really? No, but so basically you pay SP, you get either poison or fear, depending on Alright. You get either poison or fear, depending on what you pick. And the poison should be pretty good, but you'll see how much it does in just a second here. What are we gonna get rid of? Probably Autumn's Charm, I don't need that. But I'm expecting the magic weapon to pay more SP and deal more damage, kind of like how you know, the other magic spells that pay a boatload of SP to inflict a huge status work. So let's see if we can take a look. And no reopen shop button. Someone should add that. That quest is mad annoying to get to. You have to hunt through Paxia, and then you have to, like, actually... Ooh, wait a minute, look at this weapon. It's kind of sick. It's like a damn, like those farmer mobs from the movies. They, like, stab people with these. I don't know why that was my first thought. But anyways. weapon will now terrify foes. Let's see what the terrify is. This is also multiplied by water resistance. Base 80% fear, but split over 4 rounds. Interesting. Let's see if it matters for hit count. So I'm going to use H-series rockets, which is a 4-hit skill, and see if that increases the fear power. It could be pretty interesting here. Oh, I hope it's still toggled on. It does not. Okay, so the fear isn't based on hit count. But let's see the poison. So power 2.59, so about power 2.5 for 4 turns. Let's do missile barrage. If it more than doubles, then we'll know that it's hit count based. Oh, I didn't empower the weapon. Whoops. Okay, so let's see. What do we need? So yeah, we lost half the power. So if it goes back to 4 turns, okay, so I lost the power, so it didn't toggle back on. And now it's going to poison foes. And so, let's see. Yeah, so the more hit counts does more power by a big margin. So it probably caps at 4 hits, power 1.25 per hit, up to power 5 for 4 turns, which means that's 200% melee, which means the weapon pays 50% melee, 196 SP, and 50% in damage. Okay, so that should be the same for the melee and ranged weapon. Definitely some strong poison weapons. We have a lot of water poison, we have a lot of water dot. I can't think off the top of my head about what these compete with, but this video is getting long, so I'll go into detail on that later in the day, perhaps in another video in 2 or 3 days. But pretty cool. What I don't have is a water spell. Let me grab one and grab some intellect, and I will show you what the magic weapon does. Okay, we've got 250 int, we've got a magic spell in my inventory, and we've got the Moonlit Predator tablet, of course. So this will also pay 150% melee, and oh, wait a minute. And it can still do fear. Let's do Burning Blazes. This is like 6 hits, so it'll be more than enough hits. Okay, so same fear as the other weapons, which makes sense because it's paying the same amount. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that's more poison? No, that's the same poison, roughly. Okay, so I said something that wasn't true earlier, which is that the spear pays SP and damage. It doesn't actually pay SP and damage, it just pays SP. It pays 50% melee SP and gets 200% melee output. The way that works is it gets a 50% from the save, so multiply the power by 2. And then because it's by expected hit counts, you multiply the power by 2 again. So you go from 50 to 100 to 200. Same deal with the magic weapon. If you get 4 hits, you get power 5 burn for 4 turns, or poison for 4 turns. Pretty cool. I think these weapons are going to come in handy, but I don't want to comment too much on it because I've already theory crafted a lot. There is one more weapon to show you, and for that I think I have to kill the Pinata again. I forget where the weapon is. Is it in here? Let's check. It's not in here. These are some illegal earth weapons. I think they're a little underrated, but there's a lot of good earth weapons, so maybe they're not underrated or as outcompeted. But I'm going to go refight the Pinata and go in a little more detail on that magic weapon that I showed you guys earlier. Okay, so here we are back at the shop. And we've got the Twilly wand. Now, this is a 100 proc magic weapon, and it's 3 hits, so I'm told. My information is a little spotty on this, but basically Earth spellcasts inflict a minus 20 save panic, intellect versus charisma. Which is pretty cool. I don't know how strong the panic is. I don't know how much SP it costs to do that, but it's a pretty good panic. Just trust me, bro. If you want to find out for yourself, buy the level 10 version. Test it out on like the shower monster, and you should only lose like 40 tokens on the sale. I should actually do that, but I'm not going to because it's already been 42 minutes. But it also has a healing spell compressed. I don't know if it's a healing damage spell or just a pure healing spell. That's pretty cool. So I like that as well. Definitely a cool magic weapons. Bummer that it's tokens and it's more Earth spellcaster tokens gear. But you know, I think this weapon's pretty cool. I actually really like the art too. I'm a big beads fan, and I'm a big zombie Moglin fan. It's got good dead Moglin core. But that's my thoughts and coverage of the release. Coming up soon, I want to do some more in-depth analysis on which weapons. To be honest, all the weapons, but the fire 100 proc, when is it going to be useful? The water weapons, about how much poison are they compared to other poison options? Is the SP cost worth it, etc. And I want to test out the dark weapon on some light bosses and the fire weapon on some dodgy bosses for that BTH boost. Yeah, kind of exciting. Well, I mean, it's BTH boost, but the lean and whatever. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, pretty cool update. They came out with a boatload of items. Kind of too much to go through all at once, which is exciting. But the video is getting long. I'll just say thank you for watching. I hope you appreciate this and enjoyed it, and have a great day. Bye-bye.